we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, I already clicked yes to start the stream, so like,
Yeah, but like, I can just not.
babe,
What? What I do?
you goofball.
Yeah, that's what I am, and you're stuck with me for the rest of your life. How scary is that?
Not too scary actually.
Yay! Anyway, let me get some promo done.
Okay.
Okie dokie!
Okay.
No.
I can't do it like the start of Donkey Kong 64.
Okay.
Okay. I can't. I can't
No,
simulate
you
that.
can't. You're not. You're a man, but you're not a man. You're not a man. You're not manly man. You're not steroid. Let me get that steroid. You know.
So I'm not a hulking man.
Yeah. You're just you're
And just
Thor. Everyone's Thor, especially in that Bollywood movie. I
Oh
sent that.
goodness.
I sent that to Kennedy. I hope she's seen it. She has such a
Uh,
huge.
Hello, two
She,
people already. Hey, Chesty, first. This has
holy
been a
shit! We're
while
actually.
since you've been first. And hello, Zombie Leader.
Oh, yay, both of them. Lovely. Hi, Zombie, and hi, Chesty, who's actually here for once. I'm so happy. I mean, I'm not trying to be shady. What?
Wow.
Don't you wow me. You know he's never around, except when he wants to be. Chesty is our almighty Russian queen leader, whatever. Rah, rah, Rasputin, leader of the Russian team. I hate you for getting me liking that song.
Blame Chesty.
Okay, I blame Chet. I mean, I already do that on a daily basis, so.
Uh, oh, hello, a new person.
New person?
Per
I like new people. New people?
Provincial
Person.
Pyre Lapse.
Hello. We like new people as long as they're actual people.
Yes,
Good people. Yes. But we like new people.
we
So I guess,
do.
well, the two dummies, well, oh, sorry, the dummy and zombie leader are fine. But let's introduce ourselves to the nice new person.
Yes, hello. I am Guy. I am the person who actually runs this channel. And
I am
then,
Groot. I mean, Andrew. I am his boyfriend, and I run my separate channel, which hasn't put out anything in like a month and a half. But I'm here on every Thursday when we stream. Right now, we're doing the Zero Escape franchise. Where is Retro Millennia's channel? But yeah,
I
we're
have to agree,
streaming.
Fervor. Um,
Wait. Did you just say Fieber?
no! Oh, well, not Fervor, Fervent, but
But did you say like Fuber, like WE?
no! It's the same
What?
person. I know it's
It's
not
not Felix.
Felix.
Oh, I wanted it to be Felix.
I know, but sadly, he's probably still asleep.
That's Germany for you. Time zones.
Yep. Anyway, I have to agree, Dio is the most intolerable character in the game.
Oh please, that's. And the sky is blue.
That's true. At least in the first game, there was a mixed bag. A lot
Okay.
of the people you had to love to hate.
Yeah. Okay. I think I've gotten all the promo done, so you can share the screen.
Oh my gosh, my dog thought it'd be an amazing idea to knock my PlayStation and a glass full of root beer off the table. He broke a
Oh,
HDMI cord, gold-plated, and broke the glass.
oh my God! Why do you have a gold-plated HDMI cord?
That's a good question. Did it come with, like a like gold painted PlayStation?
Ooh, I like those. That sounds cool.
Yeah, there are a lot of custom skins. A lot more Xboxes have actually gotten custom skins now that I think about it.
I mean, PlayStation's getting a good amount of them, especially with some games coming out, like they get a Kingdom Hearts 3 one. Don't ask questions, but we like questions.
Chesty.
Anyway, but yes, hello to all the lovely people. Good to see Zombie Leader here. I like Zombie Leader. They're fun.
Mm-hmm.
For eventual pre-relapse, I can't speak English.
Lapse. I don't know.
Higher lapse, yes. Good to see new people. Chesty. If you need to know, I got it for free. You've yet to share the
Gold
screen.
is a better conductor. Well, gold is.
Waiting for you.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting for you.
Share screens. Share a window.
You go to work tomorrow later. That's okay. If you can say it, it's alright. We just appreciate the fact that you were able to make it.
Yeah. I have to work tomorrow as well.
I do too. Wow,
Lovely.
we don't have to work tomorrow.
Anyway, I can do some skipping because we've actually seen this part before.
Fire.
Tenmyoji chose betray? Why? He chose ally last time.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. I didn't know why I'd said that either.
Right. Look, I'm sorry.
I just had my last day of school today, and I just fixed my PC. Oh, how nice!
Well, then, in the good news, since it's his last day of school, he should actually be with us even more often now.
Yeah!
I swear.
At least for like 2 months or whatever.
Yeah.
See? I told you. A soft heart is the easiest to break. Do you understand what kind of game this is now?
Just tell me one thing, Tenmyoji. Why did you do it?
Are you serious? Someone's dead, and not just dead, murdered. I got no reason to think that murderer wasn't one of you. Only an idiot trusts someone he's never met when there's a killer on the loose. You think I had a choice?
I mean, you did have a choice.
Right. I think that's enough for me. I'm old, and I'm tired. So tired.
Tenmyoji shuffled off the same weight I'd seen earlier, sitting heavily on his shoulders. It was only then I noticed an angry voice nearby.
Hey, what the hell?
Let's just skip over these because we've seen them. Sun cards.
Cards, blah, 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 blah. Oh.
It's going to be Alas or Siggy. Or Fido. Or maybe Mooney. Or maybe everyone.
Has he ever said that?
What do you mean?
Has he ever said, or maybe everyone?
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. What? Why just stoic?
Why?
Yeah. Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why.
I get it. Sigma, Phi, Alice. If any of us chose ally and got betrayed, our BP would drop below 0.
What? What the hell? This is...
And now she
Important
mad.
information. She mad.
mad.
Blah 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 blah. Backstory.
What happened? Backstory. Cute Sigma. Backstory.
Okay.
Just
I actually
blah, blah,
want
blah.
to see if going to these in a different order makes any difference. Talking to Alice and Clover. Okay, keep going. Wait, we actually get to freaking finish this for once because I finally thought to actually do it like this. what happened with the first and second Nonary games. Finally! Maybe they can tell us something.
Are you sure about that, babe?
Bitch!
Sorry, but I think that's all you're going to get.
For now. What?
We
Why?
don't have any proof that you're not Zero Senior. If you are, then she'd be telling our enemy all our secrets.
I mean,
can't
to
let
be
that
fair, as annoying as it is, she is right. There's no proof that says you aren't Zero.
But then, how do you know Zero wouldn't already know most of what you would say?
Suppose.
The Zero did call this the Nonary game and call themselves Zero and is running with the bracelets again. Clearly, Zero is in the know-how of a lot of how the Nonary game originally worked. Are you an idiot? For one, I'm not Zero. Second, even if I was, I'd already know everything you're refusing to tell me. There's no reason for you to do this.
I wouldn't say that. Maybe there's something we know that Zero Senior doesn't.
Yeah, that's holding out hope. And that would
Are you
be...
deaf? I said we're not telling you.
Okay.
Let's go, Clover. There's one more room we haven't visited.
Oh, okay. Coming.
Hey, hold on a minute.
Goodbye.
Okay, never mind. The only word that appropriately describes how they left the room would be stalked. I could have followed them, sure, but it was clear I wasn't getting any more information out of them. Okay. I kicked one of the lockers angrily, but it only rattled back at me.
See, you tried it. You were like, aha, I'm so smart. And I was like, no, you ain't.
I wanted to know at least something. There wasn't anything more I could do. It was time to move on to a different room. Fine then. Lounge. I smell burning on my PC, and that's not usually a good thing. Oh, lovely. Burned thermal paste.
Ah, Sigma.
Hello. Yada yada. Information. There was only one other place I hadn't gone. The infirmary. Oh, hey, at least your PC didn't catch on fire, Chesty.
Sigma.
That's good.
That is good.
Hi,
What do you
Tenmyoji. Want? I just came by to check up on you.
Oh, I thought maybe you were here to kill me.
Why would I
Yes,
do that?
Because I betrayed you.
Yes,
in the
we're
last
here to
AP
kill you
game.
now.
I'm the reason you and Fire are down to 1 BP.
Yeah, but that's hardly a reason to kill you. Frankly, people would probably betray you more... would be more likely to betray you if they didn't trust you.
Maybe.
It was clear that conversation wasn't going anywhere. I shut my mouth and looked around the room.
Boy, Rue's fucking mad.
What?
Like, I mean, they showed it in the trailers, and I watched that first, like, you know how they have the first 15 minutes or whatever of the reunion. They always do that. But they just shows Rue's like getting back to season 1, season 2 mad. It's like shit. Or even season 7 when she yelled at the girls like, I don't need any goddamn excuses anymore. And now she's like, she was getting mad at the Vixen, which made me a little happy. She was getting mad at Eureka, which she deservedly needed to get mad at Eureka. Because it was sort of like, bitch, you're going to get mad at the Vixen. Eureka ain't off the hook. They still fought, and Eureka still instigated it, but still. But she's getting girls. And Vixen just walked off. She was like, okay, I've done my part. People like me. I don't give a shit. Goodbye. And she just got up and walked.
I would have thought the Vixen would have fucking stayed and fought out like a bitch.
I think she was like, you know what? I've said my piece. People know where I am. I'm done with this shit. Goodbye.
Ha! For once! For
I
once!
know, right? I know, right? I'm by the way, for the 2 people watching, I'm talking about the Drag Race Season 10 reunion that's airing right now, because as I am an ADHD bitch and cannot focus on just one thing, this game, I have the TV playing it in the background every week. Dear God, what am I gonna? Dear Liza, what am I gonna do when Drag Race stops airing after next week?
Maybe make more witty banter. Watch Seventh Heaven. Actually, no, you wouldn't enjoy Seventh Heaven. You seem more like the 90210 bitch.
No, I don't like 90210. No, 90210. What makes you, firstly, make more witty banter? I see what you're trying to do there. You want me to stay here? How dare you? Let me have my ADHD.
Babe.
Yeah, I make plenty of witty banter when I'm watching the TV too. Don't I? I feel like I do.
You do make plenty, yeah.
No, it didn't sound like it. You're like, I don't know.
I had to think for a moment.
I think I make plenty of witty banter. You just don't think I talk enough in this game because we're not doing voices. We're saving that for the next game.
Yeah.
But I think I've done quite enough, thank you.
Okay, babe.
What?
You have done quite a lot, and that's okay. Okay. Anyway. So is it just you
On this
here?
side of the divider, yeah.
This side?
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's...
Oh, the lady who was murdered, do you mean? Yeah, you've been acting kind of weird ever since we found her. Why is that?
What, isn't that normal? We found a dead body. Who the hell doesn't get a little freaked out? What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened. Hell, some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
That's just because we've got a lot of other stuff to think about. Can you blame them for being a little single-minded? They're trying to escape from a game that's just made it clear it has no problems killing them, too.
Oh, just trying to survive, huh?
Yes?
Then don't you think we ought to figure out who killed her first?
What does that have to do with anything?
You don't think much, do you?
And skipping.
Forgive me if I don't feel like spilling my guts to a guy who probably hates him right now.
Alright, fine. I'll just ask Quark.
Hey,
Quark!
stop it! Quark! Don't tell him a damn thing!
Well, you're getting more suspicious by the... I'd started toward the partition when I spoke with the intention of finding Quark. I found him as I rounded the corner, but... Oh? Quark!
What? Move!
With a yell, he shoved me away and ran to the boy's side.
Quark, what's wrong? Say something!
Serial killers don't get weirded out by around dead bodies. No, not usually. Tenmyoji shook the boy's body. Is he breathing?
Yeah, he's breathing.
Then he just passed out?
I don't know. Look, that doesn't matter. Just go find that girl, Luna. She said she was a doctor, didn't she? Quark needs a doctor.
Right. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Okay.
She was probably still in the lounge. I spun around and ran off. The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds the results lit up on the screen. The words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
Oh no.
I felt my stomach lurch. Don't
Yes.
tell me.
He's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Oh. By then, everyone had pushed their way into the infirmary and gathered around Quark's bed. Kate beckoned to Alice and Clover. Skip, skip, skip. Oh, right, yep. Because he tries to kill himself.
Yes, he goes fucking nuts.
And then he gets the anesthetic. Information. Running out of time. We gotta run and hurry. Possible pairs. Okay, so how do we want to pair up?
The people who have the greatest disadvantage should get to choose.
That is both selfish, but also kind of reasonable. What do you mean?
The people who have 1 BP.
So you, Phi, Luna, and Sigma?
Yes, exactly.
All right then. Who do you want to go with, Alice?
Anyone but Dio.
Don't blame you.
I'd rather die than get paired up with that prick. Just anyone but him.
Damn. That's a lot of hate.
Yeah.
What did you expect? You betrayed me.
Hey, I told you already. That was
I don't believe you.
Good.
What? You're telling me you trust him more than me?
He's a kid.
Anybody other than Dio could mean Quark, you know. You willing to pair up with him?
He's asleep. I don't really think I need to worry about him voting.
Yeah, no. I glanced over at Quark. He looked tiny, cradled in Kay's arms, fast asleep. If I didn't know better, I'd think he was just a kid who tired himself out from playing too hard.
All right, bye. Who do you want to go with?
Anyone other than Tenmyoji is fine. My reasoning is the same as Alice's. He betrayed me last time.
Well, I guess that's fair.
If we want to honor Alice and Phi's requests, then we can go with any option besides C. So, A or B?
Hold on. We've got 2 other people with 1 BP. How about you, Luna?
I don't really have a preference. Clover and Kay did betray me last time, but...
They're both pairs now, though. And since you're a pair too, there's no way you'd end up with going through the same door as them.
All right then, Sigma. What about you?
Let's see. Clover and I were a pair. That meant I had to choose one of the 3 solos. Go through Red with Dio, right? Babe?
Meow. We're going through red. I thought, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you knew. Yeah, we're going through red. And yes, I know we're going with Dio. How terribly unfortunate.
I'll take Dio. That means the red door for us.
Whoa. Betting on the dark horse, huh? It feels kind of weird to say that about myself.
Don't get your hopes up. The only reason I'm going with you is because nobody else really deserves to deal with your shit.
Anyway, might as well be polite. Thank you.
Are you okay with that, Clover?
Well, I don't really trust him, but if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine. Kay, Tenmyoji, and I will take the green door. It's not great, but it's better than Dio.
Yes.
I'm good.
Well, I'm willing to do option B. Quark should be fine if he's with Luna.
Okay. I'll take good care of him, I promise.
What about Phi and
No
Kay?
problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna and we'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
Yep, good. Looks like we're all set. Kay nodded and handed Quark gently to Luna.
10 seconds remain until...
Right into the wire. Come on, guys, hurry. The door's already closing.
I know!
With seconds to spare, we leapt across the threshold.
2. Chromatic doors closing.
You gotta do like Miss Vanjie in that video.
Miss
Vanjie.
What is this? There are 3 different doors.
Which one do we take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
So this is a dead
It's
end?
too far.
Great.
No, hold on. What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached.
Aha,
It's
here we
probably
go.
a
Okay.
lever.
Did Clover finally make a fucking pun? Ellipses. Are you serious?
Yeah, pretty good, huh?
Yes.
Am I great
Okay.
or what?
So.
She didn't even have to alter the words, so I guess that's a tolerable pun.
Huh? Huh?
Okay.
Hey, Sigma.
Alright,
is this
I
trick
have the.
simple or something?
Oh
The
my
fuck does
goodness.
that mean, Dio? I wouldn't rule it out. The fuck does that mean?
It's Dio. We're not supposed to. Anyway, if you need help, I have the walkthrough. I'm going to the laboratory and we'll get
Okay,
into
anyway, let's just take it easy with her, okay?
Hey! What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady? I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys just secrete secrets.
Dio does. Sigma, I don't think so. I think Sigma more absorbs than secretes, but okay. That is a way of putting it, Clover.
Delicious.
Oh man, I'm good.
Yeah.
Sigma, please, let me give her a smack.
I wouldn't do that. What if it only makes her worse?
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now.
I wouldn't call it
How
genius.
about we throw that lever?
I thought you said we should stay away from it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you? Besides, it's not like we can go back.
Fine. I'll do it. Ready? Here we go!
Pull the switch, Igor. This proves Clover is evil. Puns aren't allowed. Yes, they are, Chesty. Huh, the center one opened.
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one, then. Forward!
Forward march. Without waiting for a response, Clover marched to the door. Dean and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed. Why is Clover suddenly the weird one? Actually, never mind. She's always been the weird one. Though not necessarily the weirdest. I don't know. Would you consider Kay riding the bunny the weirdest?
I mean, to Alice and Sigma, probably.
Yeah. Although it was pretty funny. Okay, anyway. What is this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it? I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
A laboratory, huh?
Do you think they might research stuff like
laboratory.
viruses here? If they do...
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that Excelivar.
If we do,
Excalibur.
we can cure Quark.
Excalibur.
You really think it'll be that easy?
Well, somebody's a positive thinker.
Shut it. Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
Well, the thing is, we've all completed the puzzles, haven't we? Well, we won't know until we look. So let's get started. Actually, I just thought, if everyone were to perfectly cooperate, the Nonary Game would go through flawlessly. Of course, that's never going to happen, but...
Exactly, that's the point.
Yeah.
I mean, well, to be fair, we could just kill Dio and then we could probably go through it quite normally.
Maybe. There's something on this tray. Empty capsule. Empty capsule.
Ooh.
Are these false eyes?
Anal beads? Oh, did you hear what I said? Okay.
I did. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Seed.
Oh my god, anal beads and seeds. Oh my god.
Oh, babe.
Well,
a binder.
I'm not the one who thought Spaceballs
Looks like
was a
there's
gay
2
porno.
pieces of paper in here. Yeah. Let's see here. Hydroponics Research 1 and 2. Haven't gotten to do a clever voice in a little while. Preparation of hydroponic fluid and seeds. Preparation 1. Prepare the different hydroponic fluids. Dilute the ratio, 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinct color. Preparation 2. Prepare the 5 seeds. Prepare the 5 types of plant seeds. 2 long, 3 round. Oh god, there's a lot more reading for me here.
I don't think you have to, then don't read it as Clover. I don't think you have to read it as Clover.
But I wanted to use the Clover voice because she's just ridiculous.
Fine. Go ahead, break your vocal cords.
It might have massacres or some shit. Research has shown that there is a distinct and repeatable relationship between the fluid used and the type of seed. These relationships can be characterized in the following manner. Long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Round seeds in fluid B, yellow, and fluid D, cyan, failed to germinate. None of the marked seeds germinated if put in the fluid C. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A or fluid B. Marked. When the striped seeds were put when the striped seeds were put in fluid D and fluid E, only one of them failed to germinate. Okay. A binder. There's some paper inside. Let me see that. Says steps for dissecting a frog. Dia was right. Dissection of frogs. Steps for dissecting a frog.
Let's review them in the archives. Steps for dissecting a frog. Remove the specimen from its preserving ethanol. Dispose of the ethanol by pouring it down the drain in the fume cupboard. The ethanol will be filtered and gathered in the liquid waste tank beneath the cupboard. Begin dissection using provided scalpel. Be sure to conduct your dissection inside the fume cupboard.
It's in preserving ethanol, not formaldehyde? Oh, whatever.
Yep. It's an ethanol.
Yeah, okay. But Chesty, apparently, is getting flashbacks to a robot in Fallout where he was a biomachine and kept asking me for my sweet seed.
Ooh. To be fair, I ask Guy for that like once a week, so...
It's black.
You're not alone, Chesty.
There's nothing going on here. Is this a microscope? I tried looking into the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there. Well, there are these 4 holes on top of it. Maybe we need to stick something in them? Okay. No. I'm clicking on the... Okay, whatever. So that's the fume area, I assume? More seeds. This must be some kind of waste tank. It looks like a thigh tank! A what? Are you for real?
Why are you doing that voice for him? He's not that deep.
I know, I can't do whatever the fuck his voice is.
He's the higher, like, he's a little bit high. He's that, like, 80s Palermo Beach surfer dude. Malibu.
These look like something you might put specimens in. Maybe, but there's nothing in them right now.
Let's fill them up with specimen.
Oh, babe.
I'm dirty.
A binder. There's some paper inside it. It says DNA extraction instructions. You found the DNA extraction instructions. Time for some scientific shit.
DNA extraction process. Proceed through the following steps to extract DNA from a plant's roots and seeds. Place plant material in designated blender and activate blender. Once the material has been thoroughly blended and broken down, add in a solution of saline water. The liquid will be filtered and dripped down into a beaker. Once that is done, pour the ethanol into the beaker. DNA will collect at the bottom of the beaker. Use an empty capsule, meaning those little ball anal beads, to collect it.
Okay. Oh boy. Let's go back to that.
Okay, but we're gonna have to come back to that.
Man, look at all these pipes. I think they run down to the beakers underneath. There are handles where the pipes meet. If you turn the handle right, the liquid goes right. If you turn it left, the liquid goes left. So maybe if you put it in the middle, half goes to the left and half goes to the right. What is this liquid then? Probably water. What do the numbers mean? Are they supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe? No idea. There aren't any units, but it looks like 80-somethings of water come out of the center pipe. And then each pipe after the split gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handles so that each beaker gets the correct amount. Yeah. How did we get the water to come out in the first place, though? I think you probably just pull that lever over there and on the right. Like this. After turning the correct levers, pull down on the lever to the right to pour the water into the beakers. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, so we actually already have most of the, if not all of the information necessary for this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. 1 part fluid to 10 parts water each. Okay. Drawing tablet time.
Oh dear.
Okay, so actually, I have an idea.
He has idea.
5, 10, 20. Okay, so double blue, quadruple blue, double blue.
I want to try those Magnum ice creams. They look so good.
If it's in the middle, then it's double and double, which means this is getting 40 plus however much is there. And then this is a 3, 3, 2, 5, 3. 3, 3, 2, 5, 3. Okay. So let's say this handle goes all to this side, and then we do it downward, so half goes there, half goes there. Actually, no. That would be singular blue lines. So that would be 60. That's a little too much. Excuse me. We need to get 50 in this. That's gonna be tricky. However, I think I already figured out one of them, or one part of it. well, this is gonna do half, and then 20 and 20. So 20 plus, and then this actually gets split, and this becomes 10, which actually makes that 50, and that 30. So this part is all correct. I've already sussed all of that out. Great. So this is still 40, so halves it. That actually should just be blue. So that'll be 20. Which means that there's another 20 here. I need to get 10 here. Basically half and half. Yeah, so down, 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 down. Are all of them just pointing down? All of them are just pointing down.
Woohoo!
Wow, that was so difficult. We poured the water into the beakers, and all of the lights are green.
I mean,
you did it!
That was fucking difficult, though.
Magnum ice cream. Ooh. I want ice cream now.
I want your ice cream.
Beakers contain a fluid culture. Each seed requires a particular kind of culture. Place each seed in the appropriate beaker. By dragging a seed on top of another seed, you can switch them. Press the check button after you put the seeds in the correct places. When each seed is in the correct culture, you will have completed this puzzle. I'm not sure what's going on, but here goes. Oh boy. Okay, drawing tablet time again?
Oh,
maybe.
God.
Well, archive. Let's go back in here. So long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Long. No germ. In 3 out of 5. Round. No germ in B. Yellow. And D. Cyan. None germ in C. Frickin' handwriting. I'm so used to writing on a flat surface. Green. Non-mark. No germ in A. Red. Or B. Yell. Striped. only one in D, cyan, or E, blue, did not germ. Okay. Okay, so oh, lovely. I'm gonna guess that these two both count as long, these all count as round. So, the long didn't germinate in 3 of the 5 fluids, go figure. So they can't be moved around. Round, they did not germinate in yellow or cyan. So that actually means that my long seeds probably go in this. Long. Long. None germinating green? Ooh. That's not an option, but okay. Unmarked don't germinate in A or yellow. So that means long. Long. Plain. So that actually susses out a little bit from the get-go. So this will be plain, this will be plain. I've already figured out some of those. That is great. So lock that in, lock. Now you have to figure out which of those two goes in which. Non-marked, don't germinate in those two. Striped, only one in D or E did not germinate. I'm gonna say switch these two. Check. No! What?
Maybe switch them?
Oh.
Wait, but you can see which ones are good and which ones aren't.
Oh, goodness. I am way off. That actually means... Uh-oh. This is the only one that's correct.
Oh, fun. I mean, no offense. I like that you want to... But to be fair, since it tells you which ones are right and which ones are wrong, you could literally just do what I do and just switch. 3 right. Now switch the other 2. We're done. Ta-da!
Well, hey, I did accelerate the process. Well, we didn't have to do as many failures. You did it, Sigma! You've sown your seeds! Don't say that. Huh? Why not? Just don't. Quiet, you two. Look at this.
The Rule 34 porn is happening once again.
A red capsule?
Take the red capsule.
There's red capsule sitting in the hole.
Sitting in my hole.
Oh my.
Oh my. Oh, we're missing one. We still need one more capsule.
Beakers. I don't want to mess with them anymore. Okay. So I'm gonna assume... What's this thing? Who knows? Okay, that's that, I guess. Oh, the red. We actually... Yeah, we only have 2 others, so... Oh, we're gonna have to dissect the frog for the third one, aren't we? For the fourth.
Possibly.
Pretty fancy tray. Is that a cat playing with a ball of yarn? Are you even looking at it? It's a lion. How are you not kitting that?
Oh my god.
What? Sorry. It's a sort of tick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talk about cats, I kind of... Well, you heard. That's pretty weird. Weird but pointless. This tray, though... A tray with a lion engraved on it. Something sitting on top of it. Oh, the scalpel. A tray. There's an image of a lion engraved on it.
Still need a frog to cut on it.
So wait, do we have to open up the frog?
Yes.
Look, it's Lord Hoppington! Of course she'd... Don't give it a name. Aw, it looks like he's dead. Yeah, he's probably been preserved. I think the liquid inside is ethanol. How do you know? The smell. Really? Yeah, it smells like a disinfectant, right? And besides, scientists preserve stuff in ethanol all the time. And formaldehyde.
That's also ethanol.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Clover just said so. That makes it true. How dare you?
You do realize that ethanol is alcohol, right?
Exactly, and who doesn't get preserved in alcohol all the time? Look at drunks at bars.
Hey, wasn't that thing you found called Steps for Dissecting a Frog? I'd say it's pretty clear what we're supposed to do next, wouldn't you?
Yeah, empty the bottle. Empty the bottle.
How? Oh, wait.
Which, did you even read how to dissect a... Thank you.
Huh? Why do they put a speaker here? Everything says... That's a drain! What is wrong with you? Oh, I see you've got the frog there. Planning to take it out, I assume? You should probably pour the ethanol down the drain first. Okay, I'll just pour the froggy ethanol into the drain. And set the frog over here. What a drain. The ethanol I poured over here should be in the liquid waste tank underneath the counter. Okay, time for scalpeling. Sigma, what are you gonna do with the scalpel? Are you gonna cut Lord Hoppington open? Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? But, poor Lord Hoppington. What are you freaking out about? It's dead. That's not the point! It's still sad! Yeah, it is kinda sad. Oh, for the love of... This frog is dead! It is an ex-frog! Ugh, fine. I'll do it. Yay, well, I guess it saves me the trouble. Something came out of his stomach. A blue capsule? Ah, lovely. Now there's just gonna be a dead frog on that counter.
Yes.
Can't wait for people to go looking around in rooms and find that!
I mean, you sound like you're fucking freaking out about it.
No, honestly, I find it just crazier that people are eventually gonna have to see that.
Sure.
Wait, hold on. Menu, archive. So... DNA extraction instructions. Place pet material in designated blender and activate blender. Okay, so wait. Which plants are we supposed to extract the DNA from? We have the root. What's this thing? That thing on the top looks like some sort of industrial strength lid. If you open it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't know if you'd use it for cooking, though. Maybe it's for scientific experimentation? We are in a lab. Yeah, you could probably pulverize just about anything with this heavy duty. With something this heavy duty. Okay, time to throw this root in the mixer. Alright, done. Time for some saline. Alright, I'll just pour the saline solution in here. There's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it, eventually. Okay, looking good. What are we supposed to do next? What does the manual say? Well, step 3 says something like this. The liquid will filter into the beaker. Add ethanol to the liquid. I guess you should pour in the ethanol then. Oh wait, we need ethanol from the frog, don't we?
Yes.
Yep. Alright, next I need to pour the ethanol into the beaker. Lovely. Then... I guess that should do it. Do you think this gel in here has the DNA in it that we're supposed to collect? Probably. So what do we do with it? Does the manual say anything? Oh yeah, I think there was a 4th step in there. Yep, there was. Capsule time. Alright, I'm gonna dip the protrusion into this capsule into the stuff in the beaker. Awesome, you got it all! Green capsule. Lovely. Sigma, come here. What's wrong? I can see something in here. What do you mean, something? Ah, just look. It's easier than explaining. Oh, okay, DNA. What the heck is this? Probably a simplified version of a DNA sequence. A is adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. I think we can manipulate it. Yeah, it looks like the puzzle has to do with pairing these bases. Bases? Yeah, DNA is made out of the 4 bases. Adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. That's how you get cancer and stuff like specialty color blindness or slowly losing your hearing over the years. These are called complementary base pairings. You sure know a lot about this stuff. I guess so. Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now. Give it a shot. Reposition each row so that A is connected to a T, so that each A is connected to a T and each G is connected to a C. Move each row sideways until the letters match up. Okay. Oh, lovely. They move in weird ways.
Yes. Isn't that lovely?
That made a lot of matches. But it's not perfect because of those.
Yes.
Oh boy. This is the only row that moves completely independently. God.
He's stretching.
Yeah, I figured.
Come on, babe, you can do it! You can do it!
I know I can, it just takes a little bit of time.
I like that you believe you can do it, because honestly, I don't think you're ever going to figure it out. It's going to take... We're going to be here till 10 o'clock, TBH. But this is gonna be like the numbers puzzle all over again.
Oh, God.
Oh, that felt good.
Okay, hold on. Got it! It sounded like a tornado. Ha! Did it! Good job, Sigma! That was awesome! You want to try?
Guess what?
I'm not.
We still have to do it again for the blue password.
I figured. You're turkey! What in the hell? Stop screwing off. We don't have time for that. Now get over here and look at this. Oh! Huh? There's something on it! This is the safe password! Perfect. This is just what we need. Yeah! Now we can get in the safe! You found a safe password. Now!
Now, if you want to get the secret files, we're going to have to do a little bit more.
What seed?
Shush. Remember extracting DNA from the plant root?
Yes.
You'll want to do the same with the seeds. Go to the blender and use the seeds on it. Sigma automatically pours in a mixture of all 5 seed containers. Then use the saline solution on the blender and using the ethanol tank on the blender. Pick up the resulting liquid in the empty capsule.
Oh. Oh, so he automatically does all of them. Okay, never mind. Are you going to use those seeds on the mixer? Yeah, you think I shouldn't? No, I just mean... Don't you think you should put all of them in? You mean all 5 different types of seeds? Yeah! Interesting. Why not? Alright, done. Okay, now... saline. Alright, I'll just pour in the saline solution. That's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it eventually. Okay, looking good. Now for ethanol. I guess this should do it. Alright, empty capsule. Alright, I'm gonna drip the protrusion in this capsule into the stuff in the beaker. Awesome, you got it all!
Ooh, yellow.
Look! The screen changed! What's going on? You put in the yellow capsule, right? I think it reacted to that. Why? I don't know! But I was just thinking. Thinking what? Well, the thing we just put in the plant DNA had plant DNA in it, right? Maybe that caused this. Anyway, let's go have a look. Huh? It's different now.
You'd think they would have figured this out by now.
Not all of them, actually. I mean, not all of them probably have thought to try and do more puzzles. They're like, oh, one and done.
I guess, but whatever.
But we are completionists. The shapes are in different places. Found a safe password. Lovely. This is a safe, right? Yeah, it's just like the one in the AB room. I saw one in the infirmary too. If we punch in the right password, it'll open up. At least it should. Okay, Laboratory. Okay, so moon, sun, and sun. Moon, sun, and sun. Completed. Yes, it opened. I see a label. Let's hope it's actually what it says it is. You did it! Okay, what have we got here? First is a map. It says floor B. The one I found in the infirmary said floor A. So did the one from the lounge. Then that would make floor A the top floor, right? I mean, we rode the elevator down to get here. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are the key cards. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. Then these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about, the moon cards. Looks like they gave us two, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang on to one. Cool? Sure, fine. Next up, we've got a notebook. Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian? They speak Portuguese in Brazil, and they write with the Latin alphabet. Anyway, what else have we gotten here? Looks like two more things. Is that medicine? What's it say on the label? A-X-E-L-A-V-I-R. Excelivir? Axlever? Wait, didn't Luna say something about, Excelivir? You're right! This is it! This is Excelivir! It's the cure for Reticle 6! Whoa, hold on. Let me see that. Later, we need to get out of here as quick as possible. Yeah, we need to get this stuff to Quark. First, we've got to get out of this room. Yeah, but that's easy. You got it, right? Yeah, let's go. It's empty. Well, actually, I just thought.
What did you just thought?
Doesn't have a back to it. I mean,
who says any of them did?
Or a back to it. A thing into its back. I mean,
yeah.
Of course, its interior doesn't actually have to go all the way through to it, and its innards could be what rotates. Oh.
Well, that's the point. It's
researcher's journal, passcode, laboratory, star, sun. Completed. Ha! It opened. Awesome! The suspense was killing me. Gold file time! Oh, I just realized that was a difficulty setting. Okay. Secret. Lovely!
Time for me to read, darling, and I'll read the children for filth. This facility has 2 stories. The top floor is referred to as Floor A, duh, and the bottom floor is called Floor B. A and B are supposedly for above and below. Wow, like Captain Obvious, thank you. There's a rumor that the floors were actually named after a particular Swedish popper.
ABBA.
Uh-huh.
But everyone involved in this project has insisted that it is a vile and hurtful lie. Is that throwing shade at ABBA? I think it is.
It's basically like, oh, let's ask ABBA, hey, do you believe this? No, it's a hurtful and vile lie. Oh, that was great.
Okay,
Anyway.
Researcher's Journal 1.
When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a 1-1 basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to 1 pi of
square root 1/6.
Sorry, yeah, I don't know why I thought that was pi. 1 square root 1/6, or approximately 0.48. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient only feels 0.48 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.5 seconds, or square root of 6 seconds, have passed outside. That's why the virus has been termed Radical 6.
Interesting. Researcher's Journal 2.
Oh, boy. 2 those infected with Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail, whatever the cause. The infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of the virus. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Research suggests that a targeted antiviral, which we have, could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but thus far we've been able to develop one. It seems our best hope is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus.
Researcher's Journal 3.
The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading out into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it could feel as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, kitties, who have grown fat and plentiful on a rodent diet. The few humans who have survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Oh Lord, please let their future be a bright one. This is an excerpt from the Journal of a Researcher. Due to space constraints, some sections have been cut out.
Jumpy Doll.
It sounds like someone named a doll Jumpy. But why?
The secret of Quark's hat.
Don't you just think his hat looks kind of weird? There's this huge band that wraps around his head. Is he hiding a pair of Ferengi ears? Or maybe he's just a young Lobot. Well, this is just between you and me. But he's got missiles in there. The sides of his hat are hiding those pods like you see on helicopters or SAM sites. Except the missiles are tiny, and when he gets in trouble, both sides of the hat open up and they just fly out all at once like psh. Just kidding. Actually, he just keeps snacks in there.
Excalibur.
An antiviral medication made to counteract Radical 6. More specifically, it was an antibody with a natural resistance to the virus. It was found and extracted from an individual in 2038, and then replicated using the IG replicator. What is it? Axvilar or whatever?
Excalibur.
Excalibur interjection is the only known way to fight off a Radical 6 infection.
2038, so that means we're at least 10 years ahead of it when they were captured in 2028.
Yes, possibly, maybe, who knows?
Oh boy!
Maybe they're still in the past, but somebody brought some whatever the fuck back with them. Who knows?
Yeah, who the fuck knows? Anyway, lock. The lock for the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? Yeah, let's do it! Just get it over with. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Open sesame! You found it!
Hey, hold on a minute.
Oh?
There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we?
Yeah.
I was just wondering what it was.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side here. There's a name or something. IG Replicator?
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
Uh-huh. So it's like a copy machine for probably genetic and antibody material.
Yeah, probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Of course! This machine must be here so we can just make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that. In other words, an IG!
Oh, good one.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes. There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right? The vial.
Yeah.
Could you show it to me again? I didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Excelavir?
Yeah, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See? It's written right on there on the label. Excelavir.
You really are an idiot. Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
What? I don't... The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. Of course. Hey, what gives?
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back now.
I don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose ally.
Ally? Wait, is that why you took the medicine? To blackmail me?
That's horrible! You're using Quark's life as leverage!
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until they started to hurt that I curled my hands into fists. If Dio only gave me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his pocket gently.
And one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
That's not fair.
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever.
I would argue that it is the second part, but...
It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be. So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick ally?
Fine. I promise.
Sigma!
I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works, but don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and, well, you know what happens. See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
With one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room.
Are you really going to do what he says?
Yeah.
Sigma, you've only got one BP right now. If we choose ally, and he chooses betray...
I know. I'll drop to -1, and that means I'll get penalized.
But that means...
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? If we don't do as he says, then he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will...
So you're going to die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response, and just went upstairs.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Sorry. I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you, I'm really looking forward to the next round.
Ugh. I glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back, as was Phi. And of course, Clover. Where are Tenmyoji and the rest of them?
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
I see.
How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then?
Right.
So what was your room, Sigma?
A laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Excelivir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelivir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So how'd it go with you? Done anything interesting? Phi only shook her head. With a unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Where does that leave us? We've still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Excelivir hidden somewhere in there.
Ugh. What a bastard.
Then I shall take you there.
That's an understatement.
What about you two? Where are you going?
Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how
Then
Quark's
I
doing.
will too.
Glad that's settled.
Okay. She nodded to Clover, and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Okay, then. Guess we should be
Hold
going
on.
to...
Show me that journal first. Dio told me about it. He wouldn't tell me anything about the lab, except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language. He said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah. 1 sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Phi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Latin? You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
Of course. So in other words, not now.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly.
Yeah, fair. Definitely fair.
This looks like some kind of research log. It's not gonna be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff.
No.
I can understand a little of it. Mostly conjunctions and things like that.
Yeah, the kinds of things you see regularly.
But most of these words I've never even seen before.
I'd bet that half of them had to be invented. I mean, most modern stuff... Deoxyribonucleic acid. What do you say instead of deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA? Phi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one. Page 216. This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
Oh, what's it
Don't
say?
rush me. This is gonna take a minute. Interesting. All right, I think I got it. It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
What? Why are they talking about that?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
Okay. Oh, this is probably going to match most of what we found in the golden file, isn't it? When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. It works out 1 to the radical of 1/6, or approximately that. It means that every second passes outside, yada yada. You feel effectively 1 second in the square root of 6, or radical 6 seconds. Hence, why a patient with... You would feel... Oh, when 10 seconds pass in the real world, you would feel as if only 4 seconds had passed. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Radical is another term for what is known as the root operation, the function inverse of taking of a power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause is unclear, and although there is yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction in mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. Would be moving at a fever pitch as if it were... Would perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. Good God, that would. One theory holds that the disparity of time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Eventually it begins to fail. The infected invariably attempt to take their own lives regardless, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of the virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we have been unable to locate a suitable subject, and so I have continued my efforts to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current work in progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or 2. Ooh. It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire sky reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows and rats everywhere feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, who have gotten fat on a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak had been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. Whoa, that's a lot of information. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's, what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself.
There are 2 other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Excelivir that cures it now.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people, too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite.
Eventually they stopped doing quarantine, and instead, the rest of the planet was the free zone.
The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
You're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters? which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us
Yeah.
safe.
I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected, right?
Then maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up?
Right. It's all just speculation, but...
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? But most importantly, why the hell are we playing the Nonary game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
I had barely finished speaking before she took off for the magenta door. Hey, weren't you coming in to the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that... she's off. She was gone. Man. I let a long, tired sigh and started off toward the infirmary. How's he doing?
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Go ahead.
I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Fi and I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives were at stake. Mine. And Quark's. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restore him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing him forever. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Accelavir. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I would end up dead. The question was then what to do. Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? It was so faint I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa. Grandpa.
Oh? He shifted a little, and then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I have even considered letting a child die in my place? Suddenly my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die even for a minute was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do. Ugh.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before...
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back.
What about you?
Going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you going to do if Kay and Alice vote betray?
Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I pick betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind.
He has the BP to sacrifice in the case that they do betray.
You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Tenmyoji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. Alright, take care of him, Quark.
You worry about yourself.
Let's go. Boone and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's Dio?
Take a look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
that he went in,
exactly.
I guess. That bastard. He'd probably been worried I might try and take the accelerator from him by force, so he'd hidden himself in the AV room. What a coward. I made up my mind to choose Ally no matter what, but part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Now I'd made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh,
Luna explained Tenmyoji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking Betray.
Right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes Ally, I can't choose Betray. If I do, K's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
Ha ha ha. You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Everyone's just like,
I apologize,
well...
but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Ugh. Kay continued briskly toward the AB room as if he simply hadn't heard Phi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They headed off at a strut toward the second room from the right, and were soon out of sight inside it. Alright, Clover. Time for us to go.
Oh, okay. Right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed toward the leftmost AB room. Lovely. The Ambidex game will now begin. Oh boy.
What are you gonna do?
I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose Ally.
You'll die!
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us to ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick Betray.
Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to? No. No way! He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points!
Well, what about you?
Huh?
You've got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chose Ally and we chose Betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is.
And I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am. The only choice is Ally. It's the only chance we have to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Accelavir, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran toward the voting machine. No, stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backward with all my strength. Oh god.
Ow!
Sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die. Dio's going to kill you.
Oh.
You can't do this. I don't want you to die.
Ten seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1.
We do actually get to fucking choose. Okay. Am I assuming correctly that we'd pick ally, or are we just gonna betray?
Don't look at me.
You're the one with the walkthrough.
And it doesn't say.
Does it?
No, it doesn't. All it says is yellow, ally, and red for the laboratory.
Oh, maybe it doesn't matter.
I don't know about that. Well, hold on. We have a flowchart, don't we?
Yes?
Let's look at it.
I can't pull it up, though.
Just ally, and we'll look at it.
That's true. Your vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 2 of the
Alright, time to look.
game has been
Time to look at our
completed.
flowchart real quick.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Oh, nope. Flow.
Now, where the hell are we?
Right here. It technically
Okay.
hasn't diverged yet, even.
Well, I know. So, as you can see, darling, there's two here. The one on the left and the one on the right. If I'm not mistaken, the one on the left is always ally. You can check a few of the other ones to make sure. Just click on them. Just click on them.
Ally. Oh. Flow.
No, you have to.
We have to click escape.
Yes.
This one was betray. That one was
Okay,
betray.
right, fine. So the ones on the left are ally, the ones on the right are betray. And as you can see, the one on the left is longer, so I assume we're fine.
Okay.
And if not, we can always come back.
True.
Thank you for your participation.
Thank you for your consideration.
Ambidex game.
Participation.
I know, I was just thinking of the Hunger Games.
Ah.
Clover and I stepped out of the AB room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned and headed towards the results screen.
Sigma.
I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Oh boy. We do survive long enough for there to be a good number of panels, or more sections.
Now, betray ally.
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 Betray.
Betray.
Of course. That means K and Dio already have 9 each.
Results
And Sigma's the only one to die.
Of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Except...
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly all eyes were on me. I felt their weight but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait too long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. Couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First it would be the anesthetic soparil, which makes everything all weird. I blinked and my vision started to blur and warp. Then I tried to think, and it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, and I then gave out entirely as I crumbled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out the blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Ugh.
Oh, just...
Damn it.
Oh,
You'll keep your promise, goddammit. I groaned and with a Herculean effort, lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor.
Oh, this is great.
Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then at last... The smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back. Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excelavir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now you... I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excelavir. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it toward me. I caught it and pulled a tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said, unmistakably, Excelavir. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right.
Oh gosh, that looks so weird.
Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. At least Quark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay?
Sigma!
Gee, he's dying. You think he's gonna be okay?
I guess this is it.
I still think this is incredibly funny because it's like...
Is this soparil?
First, it's the soparil. Which, oh, 9 minutes later. I don't know why I thought it was 30 seconds. I thought it was 30 seconds. Didn't it say 30 seconds at one point?
I feel like it did.
Maybe not. I guess now it's 9 minutes because it's convenient.
9 minutes. Once the soparil was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle reactant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed. Dude, that's a long time. Which left me with 5, give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead.
Would he, though?
What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself?
Well, there is a way.
There is! Even with death staring me in the face, I seem to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma. You can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. Image of... not as pulsating brain because it's stuffed with cotton. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer.
To be continued.
Oh?
Yes. Oh. Save, please. Now,
That's
go
the lab
into that. Click on it. Click on it. You see, it's a lock.
Oh.
And it's the number 3 lock. There are more locks to be found, and more keys to be...
Oh. What? Did I just...
Apparently you did.
Yeah. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Damn it. Feels like my head's gonna explode. Wait.
Did we just start over from the beginning?
Where the hell am I?
I think we did. Yeah, we started over from the beginning. Let's get out of here, please.
Okay, flow. Yeah, we started over from the beginning. Okay, so where are we supposed to go now?
I have a problem with this because I don't know if we actually got... Hold on. You keep the nice folks entertained for like 3 minutes. You keep the nice folks entertained. Is there still anyone even here?
There's at least one person watching besides Nightbot.
Yeah, you, most likely.
My laptop on the live dashboard normally doesn't count.
No, I have to disagree. Because usually when I see like one person watching, okay, I guess maybe that is Nightbot.
Yes.
Well, if you're here, say something. Say something, I'm giving
up on you.
No offense, but I hate that song.
This was actually lock number 1, and we got right past it.
Yeah, because I'm doing it right. Teehee. Zero escape laboratory ending.
So wait, were we supposed to betray and then get the shorter ending?
I don't think so. Give me a second, I'm going to the wiki. To be honest, I should have gone to the wiki in the first place, but nah. There are 22, technically... Damn, there are 22, technically 28 endings in total.
Good
9
God.
character endings, including the true ending, 11 bad endings, 6 non-standard... Go away, stop that, stop that. 6 non-standard game overs, and 2 endings occurring after the true ending. One of which is non-canon. Interesting. Alternative game overs. No. Is it a character ending or is it? Oh, good. Yum 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 yum. I'm looking. Is it a bad ending? Nonary Game over. That's not what I need. I need a laboratory, but there are 9 endings, so that can't be it. Wow.
I mean, the lab ending might be classified as a bad ending.
I'm looking. Okay, this is close because we have... There's yellow ally, red betray, but that's considered one of the bad endings, and he will destroy the bottle and leaves.
I mean, go figure.
So that was that one.
Yellow
so
ally, red betray?
That's literally what we did, except we did ally instead of betray.
Oh, is that supposed to be the lab ending?
No, that's supposed to be the bad ending where Dio leaves and destroys the bottle and Quark is screwed.
Oh, okay. So...
I'm looking. Hold on. Okay, so it wasn't in there, so let me look through the character endings.
I just thought, if we were to betray too, he wouldn't be able to leave.
Aww. Poor Luke, no. No. No, we did that one. Nope. No. Yeah, so why not actually give me the laboratory ending, you asshole, instead of just requires laboratory escape. Yeah, exactly. And we can't... I have to figure out how to do the laboratory escape. Okay, so what we did just now was supposed to be the Quark ending. But we did it right, I think. Aha, right. I knew that was going to happen, but it didn't happen here, so I'm glad I didn't say anything. But that's not what I want. Story, humorous story. Maybe story. You'll do it community. Reading. Aha! Spoilers! No. Aha! I think.
Aha, he says.
Aha, maybe.
Oh.
No.
I mean, it said requires laboratory escape, so would that mean having completed just the escape room and have gotten to the lock?
But I don't... Maybe? Hold
How
on.
long until we would normally get to the unlock the Quark ending?
We'd have... That's much later in the game. We have to still do Sigma's ending, plus Luna... not Luna... Maybe not Luna. But plus Tenmyoji and Alice. There's Dio ending. Okay, so here's my problem here. So it's Quark's ending, but there's not a... Wait a minute. Okay, so it says... So for Tenmyoji, it requires the lab solution from Quark's ending, but I'm confused. What is the lab solution?
The lab solution?
Same thing with Alice. Requires a lab solution from Quark's ending.
From Quark's ending?
I need the locks. That's what I need. Okay, no what? That's better. I need the locks. Like, I guess. Anti-sense reward locks.
Okay.
Look, how about we just end it here? We'll figure it out as we... Because we're not doing anything more now. It's already that time for us.
So I guess we'll have to leave off here for now.
Yes!
I'll just...
And we'll start with either Alice or Tenmyoji's ending, and if... We'll just go through the motions.
Yeah.
If it happens to work, we did it.
Yeah.
If it didn't, it didn't.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, hush.
Anyway. That should do it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and sorry for confusion. The walkthrough doesn't seem to be all that great.
No, it's not. No, it is great. It's just... It was just the problem with this. It's just not... Oh, gag, I already clicked that one. But a different one. Okay, so let's see.
Oh.
There are many paths in the flowchart that have locks on them. Oh god, that's a lot of locks.
How many?
For lock 3, which is yellow, ally red, ally lock 3. We need to have done... What the fuck? There's a lot of locks. You know what? I'm just gonna hope that we did it right. TBH.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, maybe it isn't. Maybe it really just does mean going through the laboratory.
Oh.
Because maybe that's why. I mean, granted, yes, we still went forward and did ally or betray just so we could get a, ending / to be continued. But to be fair, the rest of them only say, on different websites, it just for laboratory says yellow, ally, red. That's all you have to do to get into the laboratory and get out.
Oh.
Maybe. Oh, because
I guess it probably means you just have to get to some point past the lab.
I get, yeah, because Quark's not until at least after Sigma's ending, which isn't until after both Alice's and Tenmyoji's endings.
Yeah, so we have to finish Alice and Tenmyoji, and then we get to do Sigma, and then do Quark, and then Luna
or
and then
Luna.
Phi.
Well, Quark or Luna. They can both be done after Sigma.
Yeah.
But because the laboratory ending and the Quark ending are basically the same thing, except Quark's ending has the ally at the end of it.
Yeah, it has the completion after the lock.
Which we have to get after Sigma's ending.
Yeah. So I guess we have a little ways to go, but...
We did it right.
Okay. Strange,
We did it right.
but I guess it works.
I mean, that's this game for you.
Yes.
Anyway, let's say goodbye to the nice people.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more streams from Andrew and myself, and Andrew, take it away.
And hit the little bell to get notified when Mr. Smith goes online. He streams twice a week, once with moi, and once by himself on Sundays. Right now he's doing Factorio.
Yes.
Whenever we get the chance, he'll be uploading some, hopefully, more of his original stuff, plus stuff that we did together.
Yeah.
Whenever he can get the chance to. But it's great content, trust me. Watch it.
Yes.
Or bet if you don't want to, that's okay. Go back, or as I say, go back and watch our old stuff.
Yeah.
We have lots of old playthroughs, plus we have playthroughs of streams. Granted, watching old streams is a little weird only because it's like, we're still talking to people in the chat. But TBH,
yeah, although
so if you want to go watch
however many recent streams, there's still the chat replay. But that doesn't go that far. True. That only goes about as far as the start of VLR.
No, I think it's alright. But like I said, it doesn't really matter. Just it's the same cast of characters, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, why don't you go back? You can watch us play Night in the Woods.
Yeah.
And not just play... whatever the fuck else it was. Jazz Punk. Yes. That's what I wanted. Jazz Punk. And then we played the first game, and now we're on this game, and then we're going to play the third game, and then I have no idea what the fuck we're going to do after that.
Yep.
What are we going to do after that? That's a good question. We've got plenty of time, but
I mean, I had wanted to play Persona, but that's Xbox, or not Xbox, that's PlayStation only.
Yay, PlayStation.
But why must it be PlayStation only?
As a PlayStation owner, I have no qualms.
As a person who doesn't really enjoy consoles too much, I have every qualm.
I'm still on Team PlayStation.
I don't really care either way. PC Master Race.
As someone who can't afford PC Master Races, I'll stick with my console, thank you very much.
I literally bought my Xbox for about the cost of the console and 3 games.
Yeah, so that was your Xbox.
That was my PC.
Well, you said Xbox.
Did I say Xbox?
Yes, you did.
Oh, no. Yeah. I bought my Xbox as a part of the...
Well, guess what, Linda? Some of us are broke. Okay?
Yeah.
Some of us are broke, Brenda, so get off your high horse.
Yeah. Besides, they don't really resell PCs like they did with mine. I think iBuyPower was kind of getting away with it. I mean, I did buy it off of frickin' Walmart.com. Anyway.
I mean, you can get some good stuff off Walmart, but...
Yeah. Anyway, that'll do it. Thank you all so much for watching one last time. This is Guy Smith and...
Andrew B.
Signing off. Till next time, take care. We'll see you guys. Bye!